Were you perhaps anxious and you expected that drinking would help you to talk to people? Were you perhaps sensation-seeking or impulsive and you expected that alcohol would help you have a great time? Or perhaps you didn't want to drink that much, but you didn't have the confidence in saying no. Now, when did this happen? What age? A lot of first-time drinking happens under the age of 18, which is an issue not just because it's illegal, but because the earlier we start to drink, the more likely it is that we will drink later on in life and become alcohol dependent. So I had a look at these issues in a wide range of adolescents, about 2,000, age 11 to 15, right when they're ramping up to start drinking. And I looked at these 3 risk factors: impulsivity, how confident we feel in saying no to alcohol, and what we expect to happen when we drink alcohol. And what I found was, in general, the more impulsive the adolescents were, the more likely they were to expect that drinking alcohol would make them super cool with their friends, and the less confident they felt in refusing alcohol. And this led to increased drinking up to 2 years later. So what does this tell us? It tells us that there are specific psychological thoughts and behaviours that we can observe in adolescents that put them at risk of later drinking. So we thought, why don't we take our knowledge of psychology, where there are decades of research into how best to help people change their thoughts and their behaviours, and get in before the regret. That is, intervene with adolescents before they start to drink. So using my clinical psychology background, I designed an intervention teaching adolescents to control and notice their impulses and thoughts. And I'm rolling it out at the moment. 6 schools and 45 trips out to those schools later, and I'm nearly ready to crunch the numbers. So far the feedback has ranged from, it was better than math, to it helped teach, give me an interesting insight into how adolescents, kids interact with alcohol. So we predict that teaching adolescents psychological techniques will give them the skills to delay their drinking. This will not just benefit them through reduced morning after regret, but also through reduced dependence, as well as helping society through reduced cost of alcohol dependence and alcohol-related issues. To do this, we don't just want kids to think before they drink, we want them to think about how they think.